round, I'm taking Sydney by 20 points. I already told y'all that I'm taking Sydney by 20 points with the opening round. Um, Gold Coast and Geelong. Geelong don't have Jezza Cameron. So because they don't have Jezza Cameron, I'm gonna take I'm gonna take Gold Coast by like 16. No Jezza Cameron. I'm gonna take, you feel me? I'm gonna take Gold Coast by like 16. GWS Giants and then the Hawks. Opening round. I don't think Hawthorne's gonna lose opening round, but I do think it's gonna be a close game because everybody said that both lists are good. So I'm gonna take Hawthorne by like a cool 7. I'm gonna just take Hawthorne by 7. Western Bulldogs and the Brisbane Lions. I think the Brisbane Lions is stacked as shit. I think the Western Bulldogs do got Sam Darcy back, so shout out to Sam Darcy, right? Um, they got Marcus. They look like they could be a solid team. Um, I don't really know, but the Brisbane Lions is stacked like shit. Uh, and I don't know, bro. The Brisbane Lions got a lot of firepower, so I'm gonna just go to Brisbane Lions by 30. I'm gonna do Brisbane Lions by 30. They got a lot of firepower. Oh, Collingwood versus St. Kilda. I think Collingwood loses the first game of the season. I think St. Kilda made some fucking insane trades. Just by off of the names that I do know, St. Kilda got some fucking names up over there, bro. So shout out to St. Kilda. Um, I'm taking St. Kilda to win this game. I'm taking St. Kilda to win the first game. But because they are a new team, I think it is gonna be a close game. So I'm gonna take St. Kilda by like 12. I think St. Kilda gonna be nice. I think Colin will lose the first game of the season. That's just me though. That's just me. I just think Colin will just lose the first game of the season. Carlton versus Richmond. I think Carlton wins this by like. I think Carlton gonna win this by like 7 points. I heard both teams. I heard both teams is ass. But I mean, Carlton look like they could be pretty decent. I'll give Carlton. They might. They might put belt to ass on Richmond, honestly, but I don't know. But who knows? They both might be ass, bro. So I'm gonna just give them a 5 point dub, just because I don't know. I don't know. So I'm gonna just give Carlton the 5 point win. I don't know nobody on Richmond's roster, and then I heard Richmond has a very young team. Um, so with that being said, I'm gonna just take them. Hawthorne. I think Hawthorne beat the shit out of Essendon. Um, by like 40, by like 36 to 40 points. You feel what I'm saying? I think that's gonna happen. GWS and the Bulldogs. This is round one. Where GWS at? GWS on one. What's the Western Bulldogs on one? Yep, they both 0-1. If they both 0-1, I'm gonna take GWS to win this game, and I think this is gonna be a close game because I think both teams ain't gonna want to lose. You feel what I'm saying? Um, Shout out to the Giants. I don't think the Giants gonna lose 2 in a row. Oh shit. Fremantle versus Geelong. Um Again, no Jezza Cameron. I think with no Jezza Cameron, bro, it's gonna be hard. I think with no Jezza Cameron, bro, it's gonna be hard. Uh Geelong is at home though. Geelong is at home though, so that is mm. You know what? But I'm rocking with Fremantle. I think Fremantle got a good list. I think Fremantle got a stacked ass squad this year, so I'm just gonna rock with Fremantle, bro. By 17. I don't think 17 is a big loss. I think they're gonna win though. I think Fremantle could do it. I think they're gonna win. And then that's their first game of the season too. You don't want to lose the first game of the season. I think they're gonna be, oh shit, this might be a good ass game. This might be a good ass game right here, boy. Brisbane versus Sydney. Oh, this is gonna be a good game, bro. This is gonna be a good game, bro. This is gonna be. I want to take. I'm gonna take Sydney at home, bro. Fuck it. I think the home. I think this game is because the home team wins. I think it's gonna be a close game, so I'm gonna take Sydney by like. I'm gonna take Sydney by 5. I'm gonna take Sydney by 5. Collingwood versus Adelaide. Uh, I want to go for Collingwood, but I checked Adelaide's record last year, and Adelaide was the number one team. So it's like I don't know if I want to bet against the number one team of last year, but then I don't know if they made any trades. I don't know if they got rid of any talent or anything like that. You feel what I'm saying? Collingwood is the home team. Um, so the Collingwood fans is gonna be going crazy. Mm. But from everything that I heard though, but from everything that I heard, I think the Adelaide Crows have a lot of injuries. If I'm not mistaken, right? Don't the Crows got a lot of injuries this year, or to start the season? Yes, they got injuries. So do Pies. See the Pies out and damn. Okay, but whose injuries are more significant than the others? Whose injuries are more significant? Adelaide, in my view, worst side to finish top 10 in 20 years. Pies back line is in trouble. Dilthorpe to carry Crows. Pies are more significant. Pies don't really have any major injuries. They're both pretty bad. You know what? Both teams got injuries, and again, I don't know. I don't know both teams' list. My AFL knowledge isn't the best, so I'm just gonna rock with. I'm gonna go. Ooh, 21 points is kind of crazy. 21 points is kind of crazy. I'm gonna just go Collingwood by like 6. I'm gonna take Collingwood by 6. I think it's gonna be a close game. Pies is at home. Both teams is injured though, so I'm gonna just do them by 6. Port Adelaide, North Melbourne, boy, they finna get their ass beat. North Melbourne finna get their ass beat by 40. 40. They getting their more North Melbourne getting their ass whooped by 40, bro. Don't give a fuck what you say. They getting their ass whooped by 40. Um, Melbourne and St. Kilda. I'm gonna go a draw here. I'm gonna go a draw here. Uh, I'm gonna grow a draw there, and the reason why I'm going to draw right there is because I feel like both teams made trades. Right, both teams are going in different directions. Stephen King. I like what Stephen King over there doing with the Melbourne D's though. Like the people that he had brought over, even though they had lost Christian Petrarca and those guys, they still got Vinny. They just got Jack Steele. Um, you feel what I'm saying? And then like I said, I think St. Kilda is gonna have a better year than they did last year with the trades and stuff that they got. Um, and I think this might be the first draw of the season, and it might be the only draw of the season. I just think Melbourne and St. Kilda are just both gonna be going crazy. I think this is gonna be a Nasaya versus Kazi game. You feel what I'm saying? This is gonna be a Nasaya versus Kazi game. But I'm just gonna take a draw right there. St. Kilda versus Mel. I think that's gonna be a draw, bro. There are some close games, but generally more 20 to 30 point wins. I think incredibly bold but great decision. Mel won't be good this year. It's not about being good this year, bro. We already know they in a rebuild, but that's fine. West Coast Eagles and the Gold Coast Suns. I'm gonna take the West Coast Eagles by like 27. I mean, I'm gonna take the Gold Coast Suns by 27. I heard the West Coast Eagles is ass, and I heard they still gonna be ass. Um, so I'm gonna just I'm gonna just say it like that. You feel me? Suns killing up north. They smashed north today. They're gonna be ass for ages. Hawthorne and Sydney. Wait, they playing again? Or is this the first time they playing? Or I'm confused. Oh, this is the first time they playing. Uh, I'm gonna go. Damn. See Hawthorne at home. So I'm gonna just go Hawthorne at home, bro. I'm gonna go Hawthorne at home by 7. Uh, Adelaide and the Bulldogs. Um. Oh shit, Adelaide and the Bulldogs. Damn. 0-1 and 0-2. Mm. You know what? I think the Crows. I think the Crows come off to a slow start. I think the Crows are gonna come off to a slow start. You feel what I'm saying? Shout out to the Crows though. I think the Crows are gonna come off to a slow start, and I'm gonna take the Western Bulldogs I'm gonna take the Western Bulldogs by 18. I think the Western Bulldogs gonna win by 18. Um, and then Gold Coast Suns and Richmond. I'm gonna take Gold Coast. Gold Coast win by 32. That's gonna be an easy game. GWS and St. Kilda. Uh, I'm gonna take GWS. They at home. I'm gonna take GWS by 12. Fremantle versus Melb. Ooh shit. Fremantle versus Melb. Melb. Everybody keeps saying Melb is gonna be bad this year, bro. And then you got Frio at home too, and everybody's saying that Frio got a nice stack roster. So I'm gonna just take Frio. I'm gonna take Frio about 25. I'm gonna take Frio about 25 just because everybody's saying that they're gonna be the best team. They're gonna be good. So Port Adelaide and Essendon. Um, Port Adelaide, Essendon's ass. Port Adelaide by 36. West Coast Eagles versus North. I'm going with the West Coast Eagles. I'm going with the West Coast Eagles. I think it's gonna be a close game. I'm going with the West Coast Eagles by 3. That might be a close game, bro. Hell no, we cooking North. Yeah, they gonna cook North for sure, bro. They gonna cook North for sure. Um, Geelong versus Adelaide. Uh, I think Geelong win this game. They're gonna be at home. I think Geelong win by 20. Collingwood versus GWS. I think Collingwood beats GWS. Collingwood at home. I think they win by like 17, 16 points. Brisbane versus St. Kilda. I'm gonna go Brisbane by like I'm gonna go Brisbane by 24. I'm gonna go Brisbane by 24. Fremantle and Richmond. I'm gonna go Richmond by 40. I'm gonna go Fremantle by 40. Essendon versus North. I'm gonna go North Mail, bro. I'm gonna go North Mail by like 9 points. I don't know how good Essendon is. I never even really hear anything from Essendon. You feel what I'm saying? I never really hear anything from Essendon, so I'm just gonna go right there. Port Adelaide, West Coast Eagles. Like we got Port Adelaide by 30. Carlton, Free, and Mel. I'm taking Mel, bro. I'm taking Mel by 13. I think that'll be a good ass game. Collingwood versus Brisbane. I think this is gonna be a close game. Give me Brisbane by 6 though. I'll take Brisbane by 6. North Mel versus Carlton. Give me Carlton by like 16. Adelaide, Fremantle. Adelaide 0-3. What's Fremantle? Fremantle 3-0. I think this would be okay. Yeah, 3-game win streak, 3-game losing streak. I think you're gonna be due for a loss at that point. You feel what I'm saying? I think you're gonna be due for a loss at that point. But who knows? Like who really know? Because like I said, this was the number one team last year, and I don't think you can go from the best to the worst team just within a year like that, unless you're just doing some crazy ass shit. And then that is gonna be round 4, so I think they might be healthy again. I think they're gonna get their people back, and they're gonna be healthy, and they're gonna be at home. So I'm gonna just give Adelaide the close win by 10. Port Adelaide versus Richmond again. Uh, Richmond at home. I think they get their get back. They've been on a 3-game losing streak. I don't know. Port Adelaide. Port Adelaide got Zach Butters, don't they? Don't Port Adelaide got Zach Butters? They got Aaron Glazing about like that shit. Yeah, they got Zach. But yeah, I'm rocking with Zach Butters all day. I'm rocking with Zach Butters. 15-point win. Rocking my boy Zach Butters and them. Sydney Swans, West Coast Eagles. I think the West Coast. I think the Sydney Swans put a beat down on the West Coast Eagles by like 50. Ooh, the Suns and Melb. I think the Gold Coast Suns win this comfortably by 30 points. Essendon versus the Western Bulldogs. I think the Western Bulldogs. Uh, I think the Western Bulldogs win this by 20. Hawks and Geelong. I think this is gonna be a good ass game. The Hawks is at home though. I'm gonna get the Hawks to win by 2. Adelaide and Carlton. I think, like I said, I think Adelaide gonna be healthy. I think Adelaide gonna be healthy. You feel what I'm saying? So I'm gonna take Adelaide by 26. Fremantle versus Collingwood. I feel like this will be a close game. Collingwood is at home, so I'm gonna give Collingwood the win by 11. North Melb, oh my God, they winning by 60 plus. Brisbane is gonna beat the shit out of North Melb by 60 plus. Essendon versus Melbourne. Oh, I'm taking Melbourne all day. Melbourne by 20. Sydney versus the Gold Coast Suns. I think the Sydney Swans win this. They are at home. I think it'll be a good game. 18-point swing. Bulldogs versus Hawthorn. I'm taking Hawthorn. I think it's gonna be a good game though. I'm gonna take Hawthorn by 23. Geelong versus West Coast. I'm taking Geelong by 30. Giants versus Richmond. I'm taking Giants by 30. Port Adelaide, St. Kilda. Ooh, I'm taking St. Kilda to beat Port Adelaide round 5. And I think it's going to be a close one. And I think it's going to be a 15-point swing. So I'm taking that. This is gather round. What is this? Round 5? Well, round 5 is gather round? This is gather round right here? Round 5 isn't entirely in Adelaide? Oh, okay. Yeah, I got St. Kilda. I got St. Kilda to win that. I got St. Kilda to win that. Give me St. Kilda. He will be doing footy tipping anyway. Yeah, I'm gonna be doing the footy tipping as well, bro. I got a footy tipping coming up too. So, and y'all know footy tipping might be different than squiggle because y'all know this is before anything. But once my footy tipping comes up, bro, we gonna be on that top. We gonna be on top of that shit. Um, and y'all know footy tipping is always gonna be different because that's week to week. Carlton Collingwood. I think Collingwood win this game. I think Carlton takes the home loss. Give me Collingwood right there. Um, Western Bulldogs, Geelong Cats. Western Bulldogs, Geelong Cats. Believe it or not, I think the Western Bulldogs take this for the upset. Give me the Western Bulldogs by 13. Sydney Swans and GWS. I'm gonna take GWS this time around by 20. The Gold Coast Suns and Essendon. I'm gonna take Gold Coast. I'm gonna take Gold Coast by 40. Cats don't lose at home. Should try and get a few people for a Super Coach League. I got a Super Coach League. The Cats is gonna lose at home this year. It's gonna be a very different year. Watch. Port Adelaide versus Hawks. Um, Hawks is on a 5-game win streak. I think Port Adelaide beat them. And at home, bro. And at home. I think Hawthorn loses at home. Yes. Adelaide, St. Kilda. Oh, I'm taking St. Kilda over Adelaide. I'm telling you, I don't know what it is about St. Kilda this year. I'm taking St. Kilda by 16 points. St. Kilda, I got St. Kilda, bro. I got St. Kilda. How long you streaming for? Um, I'm probably gonna get off stream after I'm done with this. So I'll probably be done with this in like the next 30 minutes, and then I'll probably get off stream. North Melbourne versus Richmond. Oh, give me Richmond for their first win. I think it's gonna be a close game. 10 points. Give me Richmond for their first win. Brisbane and Melb. I think Brisbane gonna win this easily, bro. About 25, 24. Fremantle, I think Fremantle put the beats On West Coast Eagles, Western Bulldogs, Sydney Swans. I'm gonna take the Western Bulldogs at home by 15. Oh, Melbourne Demons. I'm taking Melbourne Demons by 20. Easily. Easily. Melbourne Demons over Richmond easily by 20. Gold Coast and Hawthorn. I think this is gonna be a super close ass game. I appreciate the sub, my boy Bibbs, but I think I'm gonna give it to Hawthorn by like 2 to 3 points, just because they at home. Collingwood beats the shit out of Essendon by 25 in round 7. Port Adelaide, Geelong. Give me Geelong to win this. I think Geelong gonna upset them at home. Carlton versus Fremantle. Give me Fremantle by 30. St Kilda versus the Eagles. Give me St Kilda by 20. Brisbane versus Adelaide. I think Adelaide's gonna have a nice year this. I mean, I think Adelaide's gonna have a down year compared to last year. You feel what I'm saying? Um, the Brisbane Lions and Adelaide Crows. I'm gonna give it to. Oh no, but Brisbane is at home. I'm gonna give it to Brisbane, bro. They at home. I'm gonna give it to Brisbane by 20. Uh, North Mill, no. GWS, yes. GWS by 30. Collingwood beats the Hawks at home. Yep, I got that. I got Collingwood by like 15, like 20 to 15 points. Um, Fremantle versus the Western Bulldogs. I think the Western Bulldogs wins at home right here, so I'm gonna give it to. I'm gonna get him. I'm gonna get him. I'm gonna get him a 18-point lead. I appreciate the sub, Angelo. Your ladder is about right so far. Eagles, Bombers, North Mail, bottom 3. He said Eagles, North, Essendon, bottom 3. Crows, Port Adelaide. Give me Port Adelaide right here. I think Zach Butters is gonna have them boys. I think Zach Butters is gonna carry them boys to a bunch of wins. Brisbane versus Essendon. I think Brisbane beat their ass. Richmond and Eagles. This is gonna be a close game. This is gonna be a close game. But I like. Ooh, I'm like. Ooh, shit. I'm gonna take the. I'm gonna just to be safe with it. I'm gonna take the Eagles at home by 5. Oh, Geelong might beat the shit out of North Mill by 40. Carlton versus St. Kilda. I think Carlton beats St. Kilda. Carlton's at home. Uh, Sydney Swans versus the Melbourne D's. Give me the Sydney Swans by 26. GWS and Gold Coast. I'm gonna take the home team. I'm taking the home team. I'm taking the home team. When in doubt, you take the home team. Fremantle versus Hawthorn. I'm taking the home team right there. And take the home team by 21. Carlton versus Brisbane. Uh, I think Carlton upsets Brisbane. You feel what I'm saying? I think Carlton upsets Brisbane. I think Carlton upsets Brisbane. I think it's gonna be a close game too, like a 10, 11 point game. Port Adelaide versus Western Bulldogs. Um, I don't know. I'm loving Sam Darcy, bro. I'm loving Sam Darcy. Port Adelaide is might think Port Adelaide gonna be at home, but when in doubt, you take the home team. I'm gonna take them by 24. Port Adelaide by 24. North Mill versus Sydney. Sydney beating that ass by 30. Giants might beat them by 30-20. Suns and St. Kilda. Damn, this is hard, bro. Cause I think St. Kilda is gonna be nice this year, bro. Like top 8, top 10, bro. I think they're gonna be top 8, top 10. Um, but I'm gonna just win in doubt. You take the home team, bro. I'm just win in doubt. Take the home team by 20. The Cats at home against Collingwood. I'm gonna take the Cats by 25. Mel versus the West Coast Eagles. Give me Mel. Give me Mel. They at home. Give me Mel by 10. Richmond versus Adelaide. Uh, give me Adelaide. Ooh, Brisbane versus Geelong. Uh, I think Geelong win this. I think Geelong will go on like a cool winning streak. I think Geelong will start to get on a winning streak for a little bit too after they get like Jezza in them back. I think they're gonna get them on a winning streak. I think they're gonna get them on a winning streak and shit. Once they get Jezza back and shit, I think they're gonna be healthy. They're gonna be set. I appreciate the motherfucking cheers. Um, the Sydney Swans versus the Collingwood Magpies. I'm winning doubt. I'm taking the home. No, you know what? I've been taking the home team for a minute, so I'm gonna go win in doubt. Give me the upset for the Magpies. You feel me? Give me the upset for the Magpies by 16 points. Ooh, Gold Coast versus Port Adelaide. Give me Gold Coast by 7. When in doubt, you take the home team. Oh, they gonna beat the shit out of North Mel by 30. Hawthorn is going to beat them D's, bro, by 20, 23 points. Carlton and the Western Bulldogs. Eagles will be better than everyone says. Pies by 2. Pies by 22. I don't know. I'm taking the Western Bulldogs over Carlton right here, too. Give me the Western Bulldogs over Carlton by 18 to 20 point swing. You feel what I'm saying? Carlton by 4. Carlton is Carlton got a good list this year? I've heard a lot of people say that Carlton's list is way better than what they are last year. Not really. Not really. No. Okay. I don't know, bro. Um, Essendon and the Fremantle Dockers. Uh, I think Essendon upsets Fremantle at home. You feel me? They've been on like a 9 game losing streak. I think Essendon wins this game, bro, and I think they win that game comfortably too. I think they probably might have to lead the entire game that game. St Kilda versus Richmond. You mean Shane Kilda? The West Coast Eagles versus GWS. Mm, I think GWS might win that. They might go 7-3. Hawthorn versus Adelaide. Again, I don't think the team is gonna be bad. I think they just gonna have a slow start. You feel what I'm saying? I think they just gonna have a slow start, but I think Adelaide is gonna get back in the winning column a little bit. So I'm gonna get them at 20 points. I'm gonna get them for the upset. Richmond versus Essendon. Now. Oh my god. Richmond versus Essendon. Okay. This is where it gets tricky. Two ass teams, right? And I want to take Richmond just because, like, I just want to take Richmond, bro. Something is just telling me to take Richmond by 3 goals. I don't know what's wrong with Essendon. I just don't hear a lot about Essendon this year. Maybe that's what it is. Richmond's better. That's a draw. Bro said make that one a draw. Man, Fremantle versus St. Kilda. I think Fremantle wins this. Stay at home. North Mel versus Gold Coast. I think Gold Coast wins this by 20. Ooh, this. Ooh, I think Fremantle. I think the Geelong Cats barely pulling this one out by like 5 points, 4 points. Collingwood, West Coast, Collingwood, West Coast, Collingwood, West Coast, Collingwood, West Coast. I'm gonna take Collingwood. I'm gonna take Collingwood by 35, 34. Port Adelaide versus Carlton. Mm, 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 mm. Give me Port Adelaide by 20. They at home. The GWS Giants and the Brisbane Lions. Give me the Brisbane Lions, bro. If they stacked, if they healthy, you feel what I'm saying? They are the team to beat. So I'm gonna take the Brisbane Lions. Cool little 18 to 20 point win. The Western Bulldogs versus the Melb D's. Give me the Western Bulldogs. They at home, and they just got far more talent. I would say, so I'm gonna take them. St Kilda, Hawthorn. I think Hawthorn wins this. Carlton and Geelong. I think Geelong also wins this game. 23. Sydney versus Richmond. Give me Sydney to win this game by like 24. Brisbane versus Fremantle. Uh, Give me Brisbane, bro. I just think Brisbane is the team to beat. Yeah, you had a history taking our VFL players. He's one. I regret kid's a genuine star. Can we officially lock in a day before opening round when you choose your team or not yet? Oh yeah, I'm definitely gonna lock in today. I was thinking about doing it on the 1st of March. I was thinking about either doing it like on the 1st of March or like either the 28th of February. You know what I mean? I know you already got it a lot, but your knowledge for not having watched a single in season game is fucking nuts. Today, the 20th of Feb. Nigga, I said the 28th, not the 20th. The 28th. Um, I appreciate that, bro, for you telling me that I got um like pretty good ball knowledge, but I'm just going based off like I've been like I don't know if I've told y'all this before, but I don't know if I told y'all this before, but I've been like watching podcasts and I've been like, listening to like Fox and like other things. Like I've been watch AFL shows. I'll be going on watch AFL and I'll be watching like the Fox footy shows that they show up on there sometimes. I'll be listening to podcasts, watching shows. I'll be watching other content creators. Like I'll be watching Caden McDonald and I'll be watching, some of those guys. I'll be watching Dan Does Footy's podcast. Just, like I said, I'll be watching it on my spare time just to get some ball knowledge. AFL 360. I love AFL 360. I honestly think AFL 360 is the best thing, bro, for any beginner. I think AFL 360 is the best thing for a beginner. So yeah, bro, that's just it, bro. You feel me? So that's all. That's all I think. Watching a lot of podcasts and things like that helps. You know what I mean? I'm still in shock that the dude sat quiet for 5 hours to show a piece of paper about his third season. Yeah, bro, I'm so shocked that he did that too, bro. W fucking Dan, W Dan, bro. Um, Western Bulldogs versus the Collingwood Magpies. Give me the Western Bulldogs, bro. Western Bulldogs at home. Give me the Western Bulldogs. GWS Giants versus the Melbourne D's. Give me the Giants by 19 to 20 points. West Coast Eagles versus Essendon. Um, I like the West Coast Eagles roster. I heard about a lot about the West Coast Eagles roster more than I've heard about the Essendon roster. So I'm just gonna go West Coast Eagles by 19. Adelaide versus Geelong. Again, I don't think Adelaide is gonna fall off that bad, so I'm gonna give Adelaide this home win right here. Uh, Western Bulldogs and the Hawthorn Hawks. I think that's gonna be a dominant ass game. That'd be a fun game to watch. And I'm gonna just go with Hawthorn by 4. Fremantle. I'm gonna go Fremantle by 22 versus North Melb. The Gold Coast Suns and the Brisbane Lions. Um, I'm gonna go with the Suns, bro. The Suns is at home. West Coast Eagles versus the Port Adelaide. I got Port Adelaide right here. I'm gonna take Port Adelaide. So many bounces pretty good. So many mid teams. Just wait until the end of the games on Sunday when bounce starts. Is gonna be amazing. What's bounce? Is bounce a show as well? Is bounce like a Is that like a recap show? Or like a review show, recap show of the matches that was played? A silly show, yeah. Oh, so like a recap show, okay. Bounce is cooked. Watch or listen to Triple M. Yeah, I want to start listening to some of the radio shows, but the only problem is I can't listen to them, bro, because I don't know how to find them so I can listen to them. Bounce is entertaining but not good for AFL review. Oh, okay. You know the show that you watched yesterday with Dunstall going crazy at people for dribbling kicks. Oh, was that the Dunstall show? That was the show that he was on. Download the Sin app and get a VPN. Listener app should have most. They're on Spotify, I think. Triple M is unfiltered. Post game show with Jason Dunstan. Okay, okay. Sin will work. Okay, yeah. Okay, I'm gonna just download Sin then. I'll download Sin. Uh, I'll download Sin and get Sin. The Fox shows for footy are better for details and post game stuff. Yeah, see, like I have Watch AFL, so I'll be watching the Fox footy shows on Watch AFL. And then I'm gonna get the I'm gonna get the SEN app. Uh, I'm gonna get the SEN app. Um, I'm gonna get SEN. So once I get SEN, then I guess that'll even help too. Bounce and front bar are for shits and gigs. SEN is great. Okay, for sure. I'll get SEN and I'll continue to watch AFL, and I think those two will help me with my ball knowledge. I think those two help me the most with my ball knowledge. Sydney versus St. Kilda. Uh, I like Sydney right here by 20. Ooh, Essendon versus Carlton. Believe it or not, I think Essendon upsets Carlton at home by 20. The Melb versus the Collingwood Magpies. Give me Collingwood by like 30. I think Collingwood will win this game easily, comfortably. Adelaide and the Western Bulldogs. Um, Give me Western Bulldogs, bro. When in doubt, I'm taking the home team. Give me Geelong at home versus the Suns. I think Geelong is still gonna put themselves in the top 8 again. They got Jezza Cameron in them boys. Oh yeah, give me the Melbourne D's. Give me the Melbourne D's. Wouldn't be surprised if Carlton finishes last. Fireball is great on a Monday, Friday. Okay, okay. Watch Back Chat podcast. It's funny as fuck. Damn, y'all recommended me hella good shows. Just before I end the stream, I'm gonna write down. I'm gonna write down the best shows, and I'm gonna put them in categories. Um, but yeah, I think Melbourne wins this right here. Uh, ooh, West Coast Eagles versus North Melb. I think North Melb gets their second win versus the West Coast Eagles. They at home. I think Harry Sheasel and Tristan Sherry going. I think they'll get them at least a second win. I think they are genuinely more terrible than last year. Damn. They interview people on there as well. Okay, that's cool too. Bro still got over 100 games. Bro is good, bro. I got less than 100 games, bro, if you know how to do math, but it's okay. 118 out of 207. Give me Sydney for the upset by 20. Brisbane is finna beat the shit out of Richmond. St. Kilda, I got St. Kilda at home. Appreciate the cheer, my boy Popsy. True Footy is good too. After the Balance, the show with Dunstall you watched last night is quality. Okay, okay, okay. Appreciate that, Popsy. Plus finals. Oh, I still got to do finals too. How many games are in finals? Fremantle Dockers versus Geelong. Give me Fremantle, bro. I think Fremantle gonna put their names back up at the top. You feel what I'm saying? Gold Coast versus Brisbane. I got the Gold Coast stay at home. Melb versus Adelaide. I'm gonna take Adelaide. I'm gonna take Adelaide right there. GWS versus Carlton. I'm gonna take GWS by 24. Collingwood Magpies versus Port Adelaide. I'm gonna take the Magpies at home by 22. Richmond versus North Melb. I'm gonna take Richmond by 20. St. Kilda versus the Bulldogs. I'm gonna take St. Kilda at home again. Brisbane versus Sydney. Give me Sydney to win this. I think I got Sydney for the upset. Finals is like 8 games. Damn, 9 games. West Coast Eagles versus Carlton. Why do I feel like the West Coast Eagles is gonna upset them, bro? I don't know. I just feel like it. Carlton versus Richmond. We're gonna give it to Collingwood by 30 points. Hawthorne versus GWS. I like Hawthorne's roster a little bit more, and Hawthorne is at home. North versus Essendon. I like Essendon better than North, and y'all know why. Um, Port Adelaide versus Adelaide. Give me Adelaide for the upset. Fremantle versus GWS. Give me Fremantle at home. Essendon versus St. Kilda. Give me St. Kilda by 30. Bro hates them. Yeah, bro, they got me fucked up. North Melb got me fucked up, bro. Give me Geelong. I got Geelong at home. The Suns versus Collingwood. Uh, Give me the Suns, bro. The Giants versus the Dockers. I got the Giants at home by 25. Hawthorne is probably going to beat the Melbourne D's. Richmond might. I think Richmond going to beat Carlton. I'm going to go with the home. When in doubt, if I don't know something, when in doubt, I'm taking the home team. As crazy as that sound. Really? North are such a loving, lovely, giving club. No, North is not a lovely giving club, bro. North decided to talk shit to me for no reason in my comments. Literally for no reason. Whoever runs their Instagram is shit. And then like I said, I bro, and then he don't know what happened. Oh yeah, JP, they was talking shit. And then two, and then you know what else I don't fucking like, bro? And I mean this from the bottom of my heart because there is literally no other fucking fan base. There is literally no other fucking fan base that is doing this shit, and this is why I am not choosing that team, bro. But I promise you, and I know it's not everybody. So if you are a fan of this team, I apologize. But Carlton fans, bro, are so fucking racist and disrespectful. It's fucking it's unnecessary. It is so unnecessary. It is so fucking unnecessary. I don't know if y'all have seen my fucking Instagram post. If y'all go see my Instagram post, and if y'all go see my and North Melbourne fans too. Some of them North Melbourne fans are fucking racist and disrespectful too. By the way, um, not all of them. There are some very great North Melbourne fans. There are some very great um um there are some really great there are like some really great fans, bro. Right? So if y'all like so if y'all go on my Instagram post and y'all see my comments that I said back, yeah, it's because I had responded to the shit that they were saying. And so if you don't see their comments anymore, it's because I had blocked them. So they didn't delete their comments. I just blocked them, bro. And then once I blocked them, their comments automatically delete off my shit. But bro, there was people texting me and shit, bro, like North Melbourne fans and like Carlton fans that are just they were like getting so fucking racist and disrespectful and shit. And like mind you, I'm not the type of person that I don't give a fuck. I'm gonna talk shit back. You feel what I'm saying? That's just me. Like I even told y'all. I'm gonna talk shit back. I'm gonna say whatever the fuck. I'm gonna tell you your franchise fucking suck. Y'all fucking trash dog shit. I don't give a damn. If you don't want me to talk to you like that, your team needs to be better. Period. Motherfucker, this is sports. Sports is where banter and shit talking is allowed. And then that's what and if y'all go read my comments, I even responded back to some of the people and said, I thought you guys appreciated banter and shit talk. At least that's what was told to me. So now that I'm doing banter and shit talking and all that shit, everybody is making it seem like I'm a bad person. That's why I had to make that Instagram post because it was just like that's why I said like I don't know about to Australian people, but I never wanted to offend anybody. I never wanted anybody to feel like that I'm just using them to get free shit. No, I genuinely love this sport. If I didn't love this sport, I wouldn't be fucking doing AFL shit every night. When have y'all seen me do NBA or NFL anything on my stream since I found out about the AFL? People just don't understand that shit, right? So, um, yeah, bro. So just for the simple fact, bro, like I said, it has nothing to do with it has nothing to do with uh it has nothing to do with like everybody, bro. But uh, you feel me? Like I don't know, bro. You feel what I'm saying? Yeah, bro. So I just don't think the North Melbourne fan base, and um, I don't think North Melbourne fans and Carlton fans. I don't think we would coincide with each other just because I already had some fucking issues with a lot of the people from those. Um, you feel what I'm saying? Yeah, some supporters just don't think about what they say in terms of asking for stuff from clubs. Yeah, you don't. But that's what I'm saying, bro. That's what I'm saying. Like, even if y'all pay attention to the post when I asked for the stuff from the clubs, I even told the clubs, I said, you guys can. I asked the question, meaning that they could have said fucking no. GWS, Gold Coast, a lot of fucking clubs didn't even respond to my fucking comments. They didn't even respond to the post, which is the smartest thing to do. You feel what I'm saying? Like GWS, um, the Carlton, the franchise, like a lot of the franchises didn't even respond, which is the perfect thing to do. You don't even have to respond because I understand if y'all think like, okay, maybe he needs to do a little more for me to give him something. Okay, that's fine too. But that's why I say Port Adelaide, Frio, West Coast, Western, You feel me? Those are my top five, bro. They've been locked in, bro. They sent me some shit. You feel me? So shout out to them, bro. Yeah, and that's just that, bro. And then too, that also makes me want to choose a team that has like a lot of indigenous people or a lot of indigenous population, because it's like that just makes me seem so uncomfortable now. It feels like if I'm not surrounded by people that's like, you feel me? I'm gonna just feel so I don't know, bro. I don't know, bro. But you know, like I just know I don't know. I just feel like I just feel like I just want to choose a franchise that has a lot of indigenous people part of it, just because I feel like I'll just probably relate more and be cool over there. You feel what I'm saying? I don't know. And I'm not even a racist person. I don't think I even told you I don't give a fuck about no, but I don't give a damn if white people say the N word. I don't give a fuck. But it's just like, damn, bro. Why do motherfuckers gotta be so nasty, bro? Give me Sydney though over West Coast. Give me Port Adelaide over North Meld. Give me the Crows over West Coast. Give me Brisbane over Essendon. Oh, I'll send you Tigers running out to the G Jones Farmers. St. Kilda the best bet. Yeah, like what's the franchises with the biggest indigenous population? Give me Hawthorne by 30. Give me Collingwood by 30. Frio on West Coast. West Coast is St. Kilda. The Eagles. The West clubs do. Saints have the most on a current list. So it's the Saints, Frio, and West Coast. GWS in Geelong. I'm gonna take GWS. Of course, y'all know I'm taking Melbourne over Richmond. I'm gonna take Port Adelaide over St. Kilda. Saints have the most current for the last 2 years. Each have had some legends. Maurice Rioli Sr., man, I loved seeing his highlights. Collingwood is biggest family club. I mean, I can tell by all the fucking brothers and dads and uncles and shit that I seen play on their teams. Um, Western Bulldogs, West Coast Eagles. Western Bulldogs and the West Coast Eagles. Give me the Western Bulldogs to beat the West Coast Eagles by 25. Mm, I think Adelaide wins this and they beat Gold Coast. You feel what I'm saying? Fremantle versus Sydney. I think Fremantle wins at home. Collingwood versus Carlton. I think Collingwood wins at home by 20, 23. Collingwood has most members. Hawthorn is the true family club. That being said, Melbourne and Saints have probably the best two current Indigenous players. Facts, 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 facts. Eagles are the richest club by a mile. Essendon versus the Giants. Give me the Giants by 25. Geelong versus St. Kilda. Give me Geelong by 25. Western Bulldogs versus the Suns. Give me the Western Bulldogs. North Meld versus the Demons. Give me the Demons by 20. Give me the Hawks to beat Richmond. Sydney versus Adelaide. Give me Sydney to beat Adelaide at home. Port Adelaide and Fremantle. I'm going to take Fremantle because I like their roster better. Or I like their list better, I mean. After you finish this, are you going to hop off stream or are you going to rank the jerseys? Uh, I'm going to hop off stream, bro. Or no, I'll rank the jerseys. We could rank the jerseys. I'll rank the jerseys, then I'll hop off stream. West Coast Eagles versus the Brisbane Lions. Give me the Brisbane Lions by 20. Port Adelaide versus Brisbane. Give me Brisbane. I think Brisbane is gonna separate themselves a little bit. Carlton versus the Suns. Give me Carlton for the upset. You know, late in the season. Give me Carlton for the upset late in the season. You feel me? GWS versus Sydney. I'm gonna take GWS at home. I'm gonna take GWS at home. Hawthorne versus Essendon. Give me Hawthorne again. I think Hawthorne gonna win that. You feel me? St. Kilda versus North Melb. I think St. Kilda blow the shit out of them by 40. The Melb Deems is gonna be at home, but Geelong is gonna be on a heater. Watch, they're gonna be on a heater. Western Bulldogs versus Richmond. Give me the Bulldogs. Adelaide versus Collingwood. Give me Adelaide for the upset. Uh, Dockers and the Eagles. Give me the Dockers, bro. Give me the Dockers by 24. Not in terms of actual dollars. Collingwood's richer club though. Frio. Carlton versus Brisbane. Give me Brisbane by 22. Collingwood versus Geelong. Collingwood versus Geelong. Collingwood versus Geelong. Collingwood is going to be at home. When in doubt, you take the home team, right? When in doubt, you take the home team. Essendon versus Adelaide. Give me Adelaide. Remember, because Adelaide was in first place last year, I don't think that they fall off that bad, bro. The Melbourne D's and the Suns. I'll take the Suns right here by 28. Why the fuck does Melbourne have such a fucking hard fucking fixture? This is bullshit. Hawks versus North Melb. Give me the Hawthorn. Easily. Richmond versus the West Coast Eagles. I'm going to take the West Coast Eagles to win that matchup, even though they are the away team. St. Kilda versus Sydney. Give me St. Kilda, bro. Port Adelaide and GWS. Give me Port Adelaide. I think Port Adelaide's still going to make it, bro. Fremantle versus the Western Bulldogs. Give me Fremantle over the Western Bulldogs by 28. Brisbane versus the Hawks. I think the Hawks would probably be the number 1 seed. I could be wrong though. So fucked. Did you see that Collingwood sent out letters to their fans asking to be put in their will for money? Oh yeah, I did see that. I did see that. Don't worry. Y'all know every Friday I'm gonna start dropping my my week. I'm gonna start dropping my talking head content too more. So I'm gonna start even talking about some more stuff. What you mean? You hope I'm right? That Hawthorne takes the number 1 seed. Geelong versus Essendon, easy dub for Geelong. GWS versus Gold Coast. Ooh, I'm taking the home. Ooh, I'm taking the. Ooh, but they roster is nice. Give me the Suns for the upset. Give me the Suns for the upset. Fremantle versus Mel. Give me Fremantle. Oh, St. Kilda finna beat the shit out of Carlton. Port Adelaide and Sydney. Give me Sydney because they at home. Western Bulldogs versus North Melb. That's easily discussed. Adelaide versus Richmond. That's easily chosen. Eagles versus Collingwood. That's easily chosen. Gold Coast versus Brisbane. Give me Brisbane at home. You got to take the home team. When in doubt, you take the home team. Hey, Paco, how many games a week do you plan to watch a week on stream when the season starts? Do you realize every club has that? They just sent it as Pies fan. It probably was a bit of a bad idea, but every club has a, give me your money for a will on their website. Oh, okay. I didn't even know that. I appreciate the sub, my boy Rabbit. How many games am I going to watch on stream? So because the games will be played, because majority of the games will be played all at the same time, or some of them will be played at different times, so there is going to be games that are going to be played at 9 p.m. my time, and then there are going to be games that are played at 12 a.m. So the games that are played at 9 p.m. to 12 a.m., we're going to watch those 2 games, and then whatever games that we aren't able to watch, we'll just watch the highlights for those games. I'll watch the highlights for those games on stream, and then so that way we can be able to get our clips and things out as too, and have our watch parties and everything like that. You feel what I'm saying? Um, so yeah, any games, any games that y'all have earlier in the day, and so if there's a game that's played early in the day, and if there's a game that's played in the evening, um, you feel me? I'll be able to do it. I'll be able to watch more than one game, and I'll even show y'all based on. I'll go on my Watch AFL account, and I'll show y'all too what I mean by as well. You feel what I'm saying? I'll show y'all as well by what I'll show y'all as well by what I mean as well too. But Essendon versus Sydney, I'm gonna take Sydney by 30. Giants versus the Eagles. We taking the Giants about 26. Bro, why the fuck does it seem like a lot of the good teams are playing like a lot of like the bottom five teams like fucking three times, two, 3 times a year? Saturday Arvo gonna pop off. Yeah, Saturday Arvo gonna pop off for sure. And I already know Arvo is short for afternoon. I'll be locked in, bro. I'll be locked into my Aussie lingo. Don't even worry. Hawks versus Collingwood. Ooh, give me the Hawks, bro. I think the Hawks will be the number one seed this year. North Mel versus Geelong. Give me Geelong. That's easily. St. Kilda versus Richmond. Give me St. Kilda. West Coast versus Carlton. Give me Carlton. I mean, give me West. Yeah, give me the West Coast. Give me West Coast. Port Adelaide versus Mel. Give me Port. Ooh, Fremantle versus Adelaide. Fremantle versus Adelaide. You gonna have to give me Fremantle because they at home. Pies by two. They do a weight fixture because you can't play. They they do a weighted fixture because you can't play every team twice. Oh, okay. Outside Collingwood, no disrespect. Your ladder is actually fairly on point for what I think. I appreciate that. You must be a Collingwood fan saying that shit though. Dream come true for Hawthorn to be first again. Frio fan loving this. I appreciate y'all boys. I appreciate y'all boys. I appreciate y'all boys. Um, you must be a Collingwood fan saying that shit. I don't know how you guys don't think the pies are good. We legit just came from a prelim. I'm a Tigers fan. Wow, I don't know what to think now. He said I'm a Tigers fan. You a Richmond Tigers fan? Hey, bro, y'all doing the rebuild, bro. It's all good, bro. You doing the rebuild, bro. You doing the rebuild. The pies are old, but experience prevails though, bro. Experience prevails though, bro. And I might change some shit around too. I might change some things around depending on, I might change some things around. But give me Brisbane and give me Frio over Carlton easily. Give me Port over Essendon. Geelong over Richmond. West over the D's, bro. I'm sorry, I don't even want to take them over the D's, bro, because I want my boy Kazi to do something crazy. But you know what it is, what it is. Give me St. Kilda for the upset over the Suns. Give me Sydney, they gonna win that. Adelaide and the Giants. Give me GWS over Adelaide. Give me the Hawks over the Eagles. You feel me? And that's my list. I think that'll be my list right there. 100. I appreciate that, Chrissy. I'm praying you're right. I'm a Frio supporter. Yeah, bro. I like this, bro. I like this list right here. I like this. If there is anybody that I want to switch though, I would probably switch Collingwood and St. Kilda because I think St. Kilda will finish top 10 and I think Collingwood would finish 6 to 10, but I don't know because who knows? Maybe St. Kilda maybe don't got a, you know what I'm saying? Like St. Kilda probably don't got like I don't know, like it's their first year that the new team gonna be together and shit, but they just beat the shit out of somebody in the preseason match by like 70. So I don't know, bro. We gonna see. Saints are still young. See, that's okay. See, yeah, they still. So I think 11 to 10. I think 11 spot ain't bad for them. Gold Coast. You feel me? Port Adelaide, Western Bulldogs, GWS, Collingwood. Or if there's in, I gotta figure out how to get Gold Coast in the top 8, bro. If there's two teams that I would switch, I would switch Gold Coast and Western Bulldogs. I would switch to Gold Coast and the Western Bulldogs. Those are two teams that I would switch. Um, but when I was looking at, let me see. Can I go to this? Let me see. Let me see. Gold Coast versus Hawthorn. I might switch some around, bro. I might switch some around, bro. I just want to see Gold Coast's games, bro. Like, who do they play? Gold Coast versus Richmond. See, Gold Coast play a lot of good ass. See, Gold Coast play a lot of good teams though, bro. Like that's the thing. Like they play Geelong. I got them to beat Geelong though. Where do you see Gold Coast? They're gonna beat the Eagles. They're gonna beat Richmond. Where's Gold Coast at? Where's Gold Coast? They're gonna beat Melb. Gold Coast. See, they play Sydney, and Sydney's at home. So when in doubt, I'm taking a home team, right? Then you got Gold Coast versus Essendon. They got it there. And then you got Hawthorn. You feel me? As the number one team, Gold Coast. I got them to beat the Giants right there. I got them to beat St. Kilda. I got them to beat Port. I got them to beat North. Geelong, see? Bro, they just play a lot of good teams, bro. And the teams that they playing are gonna be at home. Oh, see, this is the one right here. That I'm gonna give it to the Suns right here versus Adelaide. That's the one I want to switch. That's the one that I'll switch. I'll switch Adelaide and the Suns. That's probably the only one that I'll switch. But other than that, I don't see nothing else. Cause like they play a lot of great fucking teams, bro. I gave them the upset win over GWS right here. You feel me? But that's I'll probably switch it like that. That's how I'll probably switch it. This is what I'll probably switch right here. You feel what I'm saying? So these will be my top 10 teams right here. These are my top 10 teams, bro. I think these are going to be my top 10 teams. I think Port Adelaide, Western, GWS. And then why is the Western in Port Adelaide, why is it top 10? So how does this work? Okay, you got what's this round 1? You got Port Adelaide versus Collingwood, and what's this? You got the Giants versus the Bulldogs. Wait, the Bulldogs in Port Adelaide versus Collingwood and GWS. Oh, so this is the first round right here. Okay. Wild card round is new in 2026. Oh, okay. So the wild card will be Collingwood versus Port Adelaide. Mm, I would have to take Port Adelaide. Give me Port Adelaide. Like y'all said, I think Carlton. I mean not Carlton. Collingwood is old. So for the fact that Collingwood is old, you feel what I'm saying? I'm gonna take Port Adelaide. I think I just love Zach. I just love my boy Zach Butters, bro. I love Zach Butters, bro. I love Zach Butters. GWS versus Western Bulldogs. I do love Sam Darcy and Bont, but everybody tells me that GWS's roster is a little bit more stacked, so I'm gonna go with GWS. You feel what I'm saying? And then, we get to the nitty gritty. We got the Hawks versus Sydney. We got the Hawks versus Sydney. Give me the Hawks. Give me the Hawks, bro. Give me the Hawks, bro. Give me the Hawks. Give me the Hawks over Sydney. I'm sorry, as crazy as it sounds, give me the Hawks over Sydney. Geelong and Port Adelaide. Ooh. I think if Geelong is at home, I think Geelong will win that. I think Geelong will win that. And then right here you got GWS and the Giants. Ooh. You got the GWS Giants and you got the Gold Coast Suns. Give me the Suns and give me the Brisbane Lions, bro. Give me the Suns and give me the Brisbane Lions, bro. Give me the Suns and give me the Brisbane Lions. Give me the Sun. Wait. So the loser of the qualifying final gets to play in the semifinals? Do you know how finals work as in what's the difference between top 4 and top 8? I do not know. W knowledge. Top 4 get a second chance. Hold on. So Hawthorn, Fremantle, Brisbane, and Sydney. Hawthorn, Freo, Brisbane, and Sydney. Hmm. Hmm. That's hard. Um, and then okay, so then now we got the semifinal. Okay, now we got the semifinal. Geelong and Sydney. I think Sydney is at home, and I think Sydney will want. I think Sydney will want to get an. I think Sydney will want their chance to get an opportunity to go against Hawthorn again, or like to have a chance, or a fighting fucking chance to to fight for their spot back. They are a top 14, and then for the Suns and Frio. Ooh, Frio. Give me Frio. I think the top 14. I think Fremantle, Hawthorn, Brisbane, and Sydney. I think those teams. I think they're gonna compete, bro. I think those four teams are gonna compete. I think those four teams are gonna compete. I think the Gold Coast Suns might get close, but it ain't gonna be enough. And then at a Hawthorn and Frio, oh my god. Then you got Brisbane and Sydney. Oh shit. Okay. Okay. So finishing top four is important because you get that second chance. That's what I'm saying, bro. That's what I'm saying. Um, damn, Frio versus Hawthorn. Oh my god, this is gonna be crazy, bro. This is gonna be crazy. This is gonna be a tough ass. That's gonna be a great game in an extra week of rest if they win the first final. Yep. And upset. I think the winner of Frio. I think the winner of Frio and Hawthorn is gonna be the winner of the grand final. I think the winner of Frio and Hawthorn is gonna be the winner of the grand final. Out of Brisbane and Sydney, bro, give me. Ooh, out of Brisbane and Sydney, will the pressure be too much, or will Brisbane hang on and win, or and get there? Give me Brisbane, bro. Give me Brisbane. Give me Brisbane, bro. I like Brisbane. You feel me? I like Brisbane, so give me Brisbane. I think because don't Brisbane got a chance to go for a three-peat or go for a four-peat? I mean, or something like that. I think Brisbane. I think Brisbane got a chance to go for like a four-piece. So I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go give it to Brisbane, bro. They got a chance to three-peat. Yeah. Okay. So yeah, I'm gonna give it to Brisbane. I'm gonna give it to Brisbane to go get there, and then at a Hawthorn and Frio. Damn, this is gonna be hard, bro. I think that game is gonna be crazy. I think that game is gonna be crazy. And then I got them as my. And then I got them as my top two teams too. So I got them as my top two teams as well. So, um, damn, bro, what? I see who team's coming for you, bro. Never has anyone from overseas promoted this game more than you, and I can guarantee you, once you keep learning and gain more popularity, something special will happen. Keep it up. I appreciate that, man. I appreciate that, bro. That's a W comment. I appreciate that, bro. Um, shit, we already on our way to try to get in contact with Pat McAfee. So if we can get in contact with Pat McAfee, bro, it's gonna be W shit, W shit. You feel what I'm saying? Um, Frio and Hawthorne, bro. Damn, I feel like whoever I don't choose, they gonna hate me. Rightfully so. Um, but I just think Hawthorne has great goal kickers, bro. They're young, they're exciting. But the same thing with Frio. Frio got Mason Cox now, though. You see, Frio got Mason Cox now, though, bro. Frio's never won a grand final, so they probably might be playing they fucking hardest. You feel what I'm saying? Like Cox is 34, Prince and Pony. Mason Cox is horrible. Damn, why y'all hating on my boy Mason? Mm, you did the Bombers dirty. Who is the Bombers? Is Essendon the Bombers? The Essendon doing themselves dirty. Frio has only made one grand final and lost to Hawks in 2013. Yeah. Prince and Pony is Patrick Voss nickname. Okay. Bro. It could be Frio's time, bro, but Hawthorne, bro. Hawthorne got them dog. They got Nick and them over there. But Hawthorne is gonna be at home. But you know what? I'm gonna take Frio for the upset. Fuck it. Why not? Fuck it. We going on a limb here. We're gonna get a Frio, and we're gonna get a Brisbane Grand Final, and Frio goes and win it all, bro. I'm gonna go on a limb here and say Frio wins it all, bro. I think I think Frio might win it all, bro. Wait. Hawthorne Hawthorne has Hawthorne has Tom Barras. Oh shit. And they got Sicily? Oh my god. Oh my god. Hmm. See, because I looked at Fremantle's roster too, bro. Like, just let me see, bro. Let me actually matter of fact, let me just double check. Let me see where's Fremantle at. Let me check what Fremantle got, bro, because I truly feel like whoever wins Hawthorne Fremantle, bro, is gonna win the whoever wins Hawthorne Fremantle is gonna win. Oh, they got Jaeger. I forgot they have Jaeger. Andrew Brayshaw, Luke Jackson, Caleb Sharong, Murphy Reed. They got my boy Patty Voss. My boy Brandon Walker. Hey, shout out to Brandon, bro. He be tapped in. Shout out to my boy Brandon. He stay tapped in. Bro. They got my boy Ye. Is it what? How do you, is it Jaeger or Jaeger? Is with the J? Is Jaeger? Okay. I just asked you because sometimes when people name like this, the J is pronounced like a Y. That's why I'm asking. Damn, Luke Jackson, Shea. But then look at Hawthorne though. Hawthorne's stack. I don't even need to look at fucking Hawthorne's roster. I damn near know everybody on their fucking team already because they got the most fucking players on their fucking team. They got Jay, Jarman, Nick, James, Connor Mc. Damn, they got Connor McDonald, Will Day, Mabiar Shoal, Jack Gunston, Jack Ginnivan, Tom Rass. Bro, this shit. Oh my god. Mm. Mitch Lewis got it as well. Okay, so shout out to my boy Mitch Lewis. Bro, I don't damn okay, so I fuck it. Fuck it. You know what? Fuck it, bro. Fuck, you know what? My mama told me never be no bitch, bro. My mama told me never be no bitch, bro. You feel what I'm saying? My mama told me never be no bitch. And we gonna ride. Fuck it. We just gonna ride with Frio, bro. My mama told me don't be no bitch, bro. My mama told me you always go with your first mind. You don't never take shit back, and you fucking be a man of your fucking word. We rocking with Frio. Fuck it. Fuck it. We rocking with Frio. Fuck it. We got to. We stuck. Always got to go with my first thought. You feel what I'm saying? So, with that being said, this is our list. You feel what I'm saying? We got Hawthorne, Fremantle, Brisbane, Sydney, Geelong, Gold Coast, Collingwood, GWS, Western Bulldogs, and Port Adelaide to finish at the top 10. I got St. Kilda just right out of the top 10. You feel what I'm saying? I don't think Adelaide has a repeat great year. I just think a lot of other teams got better. A lot of other teams are going to play better. I don't think Adelaide is going to have a great year, but I don't think they're going to go from fucking first to worst. You feel what I'm saying? So I think they're going to be middle of the pack, which is going to be cool. Ain't bad. Um, and then when it comes to my final system, I got Port Adelaide over Collingwood for the upset. You feel what I'm saying? Then I'm gonna take GWS over Western Bulldogs because I like they roster a little bit more. Then when we get to the qualifying final, I got the Hawks over Sydney. Um, I got Geelong to beat Port Adelaide because Geelong is going to be at home. I got the Suns to beat GWS because the Suns are going to be at home. Then I got the Brisbane Lions to beat the Fremantle Dockers for the upset. Then I got Sydney to win against Geelong because Sydney is at home, and I think Sydney is going to want a chance, to get they get back or possibly face the Hawks in the grand final if that would have been possible. But I don't think they're going to make it that far because I think Brisbane will beat them in the prelim final. And then same thing with the Fremantle Dockers. I think the Fremantle Dockers will beat the Suns. They are at home, and I think the Fremantle Dockers will like a chance to get their get back at the Brisbane Lions in the finals. And I think that they're going to have a chance to do it. And I think that they will do it because I think that they're going to beat the Hawks. And I think they're going to upset the Hawks. And that's going to put them in so much confidence. So much confidence to beat the Brisbane Lions. And I think the Brisbane Lions is going to have to deal with the pressure of being 4 straight finals in a row and possibly winning the three-peat. And I don't know if they can handle the pressure or not. We will see. And I just got Fremantle winning it all, bro. Got Fremantle winning it all. So shout out to